Namaskar everyone. Welcome to Presha Yoga and I am Presha. Firstly, I would like to wish you all a happy yoga day. This practice has changed me for better, and over the past 5 years that I've been a yoga teacher, it has given me so much in so many ways. I have grown as a person, and through this channel, it is my sincere effort that I bring this practice to all of you so that you can also grow and find peace and happiness. In today's class, we are going to be learning Sun Salutation A, Surya Namaskar A. For this class, we're going to be needing 2 yoga blocks and a light blanket. Let's roll out the mat and get started. I had posted a video on Sun Salutation a few weeks ago. Now this is Sun Salutation A, Surya Namaskar A. Surya Namaskar A and there is also Surya Namaskar B are just variations of that. Now Surya Namaskar A is actually the foundation of Surya Namaskar B. So we are going to be learning today and the poses that we do in Surya Namaskar A. This video will have 3 parts. This is going to be the first part where we will learn each pose that we practice in Sun Salutation A. In the second part, we are going to be learning about how we breathe with every pose that we practice. And in the third part, we're going to bring everything together and learn Surya Namaskar A. So, today is going to be about the poses. Let's get started from the top of the mat. We're going to start with Tadasana in mountain pose. Now Tadasana is simply standing tall with your feet either hip width apart or your feet together. Personally, I like to stand with my feet hip width apart because I feel that this kind of gives you that shaky balance and you don't feel comfortable. So feet hip width apart and lift your toes off the mat, spread your toes, then bring your toes down and anchor your toes into the mat. Stand tall, bring your shoulders down away from the ears and with your pelvis and with your tailbone, what we want to ensure is that the tailbone is not going back, so you're not arching here. So you want to tighten your hips, your thighs, and when you do that, you want to make sure that you're not arching back like this. Instead, you're slightly going to tuck your tailbone down. Nice. Lengthening the spine and arms to the sides. Palms can face forward or to the legs. So this is Tadasana. So we're going to take an inhale and exhale in Tadasana for 3 cycles of breath. Standing tall, inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale. Beautiful. Now we're going to practice standing forward fold. For this, we're going to be using our blocks. The blocks will be framed on the highest level. This way, shoulder width apart. Again, stand in Tadasana. Then, take an inhale and reach your arms up. This is also a pose. It's called upward salute. So, same Tadasana is also done this way and it's also done with the variation of reaching your arms up. Okay? So, take your arms up with an inhale. Now with an exhale, you're going to start to hinge forward and pivot with your hips instead of rounding your spine and reaching down. So, nice big breath in and with the breath out, start to observe that my knees start to bend and I'm slowly going down and I place my hands on those blocks. Once you reach here, relax your head and your neck. Good. Let's try that one more time. Reach arms up, take a breath in, and with a breath out, hinge. Hinging forward with the hips, bring your hands on the blocks, bend your knees, and relax your head. Now let's try the pose without the blocks. So, standing tall, inhale, arms up, exhale, hinge forward with your hips. This time bring your fingertips down, relax your head. Traditionally the pose is with legs in extension, but if your legs are tight, you can keep your knees bent. Perfect. Let's stay here for 3, 2, 1. And slowly we are going to stand up again. Arms up. With a breath in and breath out, bring your hands to the sides. Now next is halfway lift. So it is inhale, lengthen, reaching arms up, exhale, fold, and from fold, you're going to inhale halfway lift. So halfway lift is like halfway through that fold, okay? Now in halfway lift, let's get the blocks again back. This is your fold where we were earlier. From fold, you're going to slowly press into the blocks as you start to extend your legs and your arms, and your torso becomes parallel to the floor or the mat. Yes, and you're going to lengthen your spine. Avoid rounding and slouching. Instead, think of extending and think of bringing a flat back. Okay? Staying here for 3 cycles of breath. 3, 2, 1. Now this pose can also be practiced without the blocks, but how? You can place your hands on your shins and do the same pose this way. So you can see my spine is long and it's elongated, and your torso, the torso is parallel to the floor. Good. Now from this, the next pose that we are going to practice is a plank pose. So for plank, you're going to bring your hands down and you will step your feet back. Now in plank, your shoulders are going to be over the wrists. Spread your fingers on the mat. And what you want to avoid is you want to avoid this way, bringing your hips down and not engaging them, or not engaging your core, or bringing your hips too up. So hoisting your hips or sagging your hips is not what you want to do. You want to be in the center. You want to press the floor away. This way your shoulder blades will spread. Then you want to draw your belly button to the spine. And this way you're going to engage your core muscles. If this is challenging, you can also lower your knees down and do the same pose. Just make sure your shoulders are stacked above your wrists. And you're spreading your fingers and you can see the core stays engaged. Now, if your core is not engaged, you would probably be like this, or you would be somewhere here. However, with the core engaged, you can practice this pose this way as well. Perfect. So this is plank, staying here for 3 breaths. 3, 2, 1. Now we are going to practice coming down on the mat into, it's like a push-up position, Chaturanga dandasana. So you're going to go down just like a push-up. Now what is the difference is that you want to make sure that your elbows are hugging in when you're going down. So from this plank, you're going to slowly, and the trick to this is you're going to slowly with your feet and your toes, you're on your toes, you're going to slowly go forward with your heels. So come on your tiptoes and then slowly bend your elbows and go all the way down on the mat. Now let's practice that one more time, but with knees down. So back to plank. And that plank pose, we can do it with knees down as well. Now with knees down, again, slightly go forward And slowly bend your elbows. As you can see, you don't have to flare your elbows out. You hug your elbows in and slowly go down with control. Let's do that one more time. Back to plank. Again, with your knees down for now. Slightly forward. Then slowly going down with control. Elbows hugging in and down. Let's try that one last time with knees up. Back to plank. This time, toes stay down, but we are going to slightly go forward and lower down with elbows hugging in. Perfect. So now we are all the way down. Next pose is going to be Cobra, or it's a back bend Bhujangasana. For Cobra, you're going to place your hands under your elbows, okay? Your hands under your elbows, and then from here, you're going to slowly press, take an inhale and lift up. Now when you lift up, you're going to push your chest forward and make sure your shoulders are not lifting up like this. Drop your shoulders down, push your chest forward. Don't extend your arms completely. Avoid doing that. Keep a slight bend in your elbows, squeezing your glutes, and then slowly bring your chest down and your head down. So let's practice that one more time, okay? Back with your hands framed on the mat. Your hands are under your elbows. I'm not sure did I say elbows previously or not. I hope I didn't say wrists. Anyways, so your wrists actually under your elbows, okay? And then slowly you're going to press and lift up into a Cobra. So if you see this, your shoulders will not be here, your shoulders will be here, and your chest is going forward. Coming down, you can also practice a baby Cobra before going to Cobra. So same thing, inhale, slightly lift up, not all the way, a lift slightly off the mat. Perfect, and exhale down. Once more, we're going to take Cobra. I promise this is the last time, but we're going to hold here for 3 breaths, okay? So, hands, elbows hugging in, ensuring elbows are not going out, elbows in. Inhale, lift, push your chest forward, bring your shoulders down, stay here for 3, 2, 1. Nice. And now we are going to go into downward facing dog. Yes, the famous downward facing dog. So for downward facing dog, you're going to come on all fours. Now you can see all fours is simply shoulders over the wrists and hips over the knees. From all fours, take a tiny step forward with your hands, spread your fingers on the mat, then start to curl your toes and lift your knees up. Drive your hips up to the ceiling. Now you can see my knees are bent, but I'm trying to push into the mat with my hands, driving my hips up. And then start working on extending your legs. Now if your heels don't reach down and they are somewhere here, then don't worry about it. Lift your heels more up and keep your knees bent and work on this pose this way. And eventually work on extending your legs. Again, if the heels don't reach down, don't worry about it. You can always modify the pose by lifting your heels and bending your knees, but keep driving your hips up. Let's stay here for 3 breaths, okay? Going back to it once more and then staying for 3 breaths. So from all fours, a small step forward with your hands and spreading your fingers on the mat. Curl your toes. Nice. And then lift your knees and drive your hips up. Option to be here or option to be here. Wherever you are, take 3 breaths in downward dog. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now from here, we're going to come down and we'll do a child's pose. Child's pose or balasana is a great pose where you can rest and you can feel at ease. Even during a yoga class, if you feel that the class has become too intense for you and you want to rest or get some moments of rest in between, go into a child's pose. So for child's pose, you're going to bring your feet, your big toes together, okay? Big toes together and your hips on your heels. Now, I personally like to take a wide knee child's pose, knees wide on the mat, as wide as the mat is, but you can also take your knees slightly in, and when you do this, your upper body is going to rest on your thighs. But when you do this, your middle of the body, your upper body is going to relax and loosen up between your thighs. So I personally like this. Hands can be either this way, extending back, palms facing up, fingers pointing back, or you can also with your knees wide and arms extending forward, you can bring your head down. And this is, I feel, the most at ease that you can feel in a yoga class. Sometimes it's better than a shavasana. Good. And we're going to lift the head up. And these are the various poses that we practice in Sun Salutation A. Sun Salutation A is a great way to honor the sun, the Lord Sun, which provides us light and life. But it is also a great way to start a yoga practice. It warms up the body, increases your heart rate, and you're able to practice better because your body starts to open up and your heart rate has gotten up. So, hoping that you've understood all the poses pretty clear in this class. We are going to be going forward with the second video next week. The second part of this same class will include how to breathe in and breathe out during Sun Salutation A. I look forward to seeing you again, friends. Please be well. Om Shanti.